Okay. This video is in reference to the murders in Idaho of the 4 college students that were murdered. And, prayers go out to their family. It was a sad, sad situation. But I think I may have figured out the motive for the murders. And if I say anything in this, I mean no disrespect to the family. Anything that was done was nobody's fault. It was the fault of the murderer, and your family had nothing, no culpability. They did nothing wrong. Okay, so let's get down to it. The guy who killed them, my understanding, I'm not sure which girl it was, right? But he was sleeping with one of those girls, and maybe in a casual way. And maybe he took it as more than it was, and maybe she started to see that and decided to cut him off. Maybe she just cut him off because it was a casual thing, and because he was bullied in high school for so long and he was on drugs, that kind of probably did something to his brain, that and the bullying. So he doesn't like rejection, right? You got to picture, he doesn't like rejection. And he also, you never know, maybe he got a little too clingy, and maybe she got a little aggressive, like, look, come on, I'm not into you, stop, leave me alone, and or something a little more terse, and he took it the wrong way. He took it deeply to the heart. So now he's in this criminology class, PhD student. He's looking at these murders. It's in his brain. His brain is a little distressed, and he comes up with this plan, to get rid of her. He knows they have a party house. He knows he can probably get in there with no problem. He's a smart guy. Keep that in mind. He's thinking, so many people come through there. They won't think about me. We had this casual thing. Police won't look for me. But yeah, you're in the wrong, because they go through all those text messages, phone calls, so it's going to come up. And he went and committed this atrocities act. And I say that because even the coroner says one of the girls, I forget which one, had way worse wounds. It's like, they said it wasn't even like stabbed, it was more like tears, and the wounds were so large, they bled out immediately, very quickly. So for you to be that angry, there had to be some passion involved. There had to be some personal connection, right? And the other ones were just collateral damage. No disrespect to the family. It's a terrible incident dictated and carried out by a terrible person, and I'm sorry for your loss. But I believe the other people were collateral damage. I came to this thought process or possible realization because if you look, they were at the food truck with the guy in the white hood. Now, initially we thought, oh, they weren't together, he wasn't with them. That's what all came out, but it comes out that he was with them. They were together. And I'm thinking maybe the young lady and him were gonna maybe do something when they got home, and again, it was a casual thing. But he's it's not my girlfriend, it's gonna be something casual. We're not gonna blow it up and be all over each other, make it look crazy in the public. But what I think really happened is maybe she decided against it, or even her friend said, oh, come on, let's just go home. You don't have to do this every night. Not to say that she did it every night, but let's not do this tonight. And they made the decision, yeah, I'll just go home. And they completely left him, because you have to remember, they went there together. And if you look at the video, he even walks off. Like when they walk off from the food truck, he even gestures like, oh, they're leaving me, or he makes a gesture like, where they go? And they get separate transportation home, never to talk to him or have any interactions with him again. So that in itself is a little suspect. Like, if we're all together, how do you just leave me without saying, oh, we're gonna go and you catch your way or go our way, thanks for walking with us? But that lead me to believe maybe she was a little deep into the, casual sex, which a woman can. A woman can have sex with how many people she wants to. Doesn't make her a bad person. Doesn't mean anything. It's her college years. Even if it wasn't. What do you say? Because when a guy is having multiple partners, oh yeah, good for you. But when it's a woman, it's like, no, she's not trash. She's a woman in control of herself. If she wants to deal with a man in that way and then stop, it's her right to. And as a man, if any man goes against that, you're scum. Sorry, but you're a little losery. Because if a woman wants to cut you off at any point, she has the right to do so. And no one at all should try to shame that young lady if this is the case. But if this is the case and it does come out, look, check the date. It's the 26th of June. I think I'm the first to say this, right? The cops aren't going to put anything out because you got trials and things of that nature. And this guy is a PhD, criminal justice, criminology major student or whatever. So, he's going to be on top of everything, and they know that. So I just wanted to put that out there. I believe, obviously, the passion is there. The crime of passion is there. Her actions kind of speak to it, but it's a stretch without knowing any of the in-depth information, which I have none. But I follow criminal justice. I follow, the crime scene. And, if you put some pieces together, it's a possible motive to why he killed her. You really got to remember, he was really treated very poorly by girls in high school. He was overweight. It was said that sometimes girls would even throw things at him. I think it was his senior year, he had he lost the weight. I think he sobered up this year as well. He lost the weight, sobered up, and they say he had became a little aggressive bully. They have information in reference to him dealing with other women, having dealings with women at a bar, being overly aggressive to them. They even say that he was the bar had flagged him. So when you give your ID at some bars so you can get in, they had him flagged that he would say creepy things and he would be a little mean. And at one point, I don't know if it was the owner, manager, or the bartender, they had pulled him aside one time when he was going to the bar because of the flagging and talked to him and said, hey, I just want to talk to you for a minute. And this is all public knowledge. This isn't anything I have personally. This is public knowledge. And they said, I want to talk to you for a minute. You're going to come in and you're going to be nice. You're going to be polite and respectful. And at that point, he just was completely, just didn't acknowledge anything that happened. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You got the wrong person. So for me, I feel like that represents a few possibilities. One, obviously, he didn't want to be known as that guy. Two, he could be one of those people who drinks and completely loses themselves, even if it's just 2 or 3 beers, which I think is crazy, but hey, it happens. He could be one of those people that drinks and loses himself and completely goes, blackout drunk, or, supposedly. And 3, maybe he can have a mental illness. Maybe he could be suffering from some type of autism. And the alcohol, he could even be taking medication for his mental illness. But mental illness, medication, alcohol, maybe he completely wasn't there, wasn't himself when he's doing these things. So, that's a possibility as well. After a few beers or maybe his medication, he completely goes into this other mode. Because you have to keep in mind, people build their personalities in places like high school, elementary school. And at this time, he's building his personality. He's becoming who he's going to be in life. And he's being picked on for being overweight, for being creepy, for, not picking up on social cues. Throw into the mix drugs, heroin, which he was known publicly to be using. And now you got everything he's going through socially. You've got this chemical that could be affecting his brain, because we're talking street drugs. They can tell you all of the side effects in medical grade, medication. But street drugs, they can't tell you the side effects when they don't 100% know what's in it. So you got that, all of this affecting a brain that's not fully developed, right? So there is a possibility that during these times he developed a hate or a strong passion, or hate for women, one, and a strong passion against being picked on, being teased, being made to feel less than. So now he's sober, but all of this damage to the brain has been done. So now she doesn't want to have a tryst with him this night. Maybe she's been ghosting him for the last few weeks. And it gets to the point, maybe he relapsed even. Let's throw that into the mix. We know he's drinking. So now he gets it in his head, this person is the bane of all those people who've done me wrong. This person is going to be the catalyst to get myself back. I'm going to get rid of this person because they're putting me back to those feelings. They're taking me back to that time. And I'm not going to have that. You're not going to belittle me. You're not going to step on me. I'm a good person. I'm not a fat guy. I'm not a fat drug addict loser that's awkward. I'm good. And he gets to feeling that way. And, bad brain from the, not to say mental illness is a bad thing, but, he has a mental illness, already has issues there. Then he's got the drugs that affected his brain, God knows how. And he made his mind to do something god-awful. Hey. So, hopefully the police or the detectives or the prosecutor can see this and look at it and look into it. But if no one sees it, if no one looks into it, I don't have that many followers. But I came to this conclusion and I wanted to post it. And the only thing I can say is I hope someone's looking into that, because they obviously know it was a crime of passion, because it was publicly shared that one of the girls was attacked way more viciously than the other three. Way more viciously. So I think you want to keep that into play. And also, let's think about it. The girl, the living witness saw him. And, people want to say, oh, thank God that he didn't attack her. But what if he did see her? And he's like, I did what I came for. I had to get rid of these other people. I got this mask on. He saw the other ones. The other ones may have seen him. And he was like, I got to get rid of them. So, maybe that was just opportunity, because it was like maybe they saw him in the midst of what was going on, and he just maybe even tried to help or something, and he just went in to silence them, unfortunately. But the girl, as he was walking past, maybe he's thinking, look, I got this mask on, no one can see me. I mean, she can't identify me. I've done more than I come for. I'm leaving. I'm on my way out. You got it. You can live. I didn't come for you. I'm on my way out. I'll let this one go, which is a blessing, because he didn't take someone else's life. Scumbag that he is. This is no reason to kill someone because they don't want to deal with you anymore. You weren't her boyfriend. You were possibly a fling, if this is even true. So just, stop it, buddy. But I can see it. He was not a bad-looking guy. He's 28. He's older. He's intelligent. He's still going to the school, PhD student. Come on, I can see it. It makes sense. So hopefully someone sees this and follows it. But other than that, I want to give condolences to the family. It's ridiculous. I've lost a sibling So I know the feeling. I'm really very sorry for your loss. Very sorry for your loss. And, I hope everything goes good and you guys get justice, because this was wrong, overly ridiculous, and, the truth needs to come out. It really does. You guys need justice. And justice will be him rotting. So, thank you for your time, for everybody for listening, and hopefully someone can like, share, comment on my posts. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe, because if I get a lot of subscribers from this, because I watch a lot of crime documentaries. I watch a lot of, I'm up on current crime investigations and things like that. If this really goes, if people think that, what I'm saying makes some sense, which I definitely think it makes sense. But if people actually pick up on what I'm saying and they like it and are in agreement with it, I'll follow up with someone else, continuing to do the same thing. So I just want to say, thank you for listening. And again, subscribe, comment, and, everyone have a great day. Thanks for your time.